Hello to my Cancers. All right, Cancers, we are in a gibbous moon phase. That's right. And the moon is in Capricorn. That's right. Capricorn ruling planet Saturn is retrograde. That's right. Capricorn's ruling planet Saturn is all about traditions. It's all about traditions. It's about rules, traditions, setting boundaries. It's a very serious planet. Saturn is. It's the world card. It's about fulfillment, right? So you setting boundaries, traditions, all of those things. Matter of fact, Capricorn is your polarity sign, Cancer. So it's about getting real serious about setting traditions and boundaries, right? Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get into it, Cancers. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That's right. We're getting closer and closer to that full moon in Pisces. That's right. You want to make sure you're not overwhelmed by the time we get to this full moon in Pisces. So we don't have a super full moon. So this reading is for the 13th through the 20th of September. That's right. We have a full moon on the 17th. So your full moon prediction video is up on the Patreon side for those of you all who want to go watch it. If you're already on the Patreon side, thank you for supporting here and there. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, Cancers. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to try to keep it short and sweet. All right. That's right. So gibbous moons are the major arcana that's associated with gibbous moons are the Wheel of Fortune. So you're going to feel really fortunate when you add some structure to the things, right? Add some structure to your to this moon in Capricorn. So the overarching theme when the moon moves through Capricorn is quality in your relationships over quantity. Quality in your relationships over quantity. This is about adding structure, right? Really believing that you can break generational cycles, chains, and curses. Since Saturn is a generational planet, creating your own traditions, your own rules, creating and respecting your own boundaries and enforcing your own boundaries. Quality over quantity. Let's go. First card out of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. Here we also have the Hermit card. Here we have the Tower card. Here we have the Three of Wands. Here we have the Page of Cups. And then we also have the Justice card. Here we have the Five of Pentacles. That's right. Here we also have the Hermit card. Here we also have the Tower card. The Three of Wands here. We have the Page of Cups. And we have the Justice card. Okay. Emotional wounding. Emotional wounding. Be very careful. There could be some energies that's kind of outside of your door. Like people that's like neighbors, like surrounding neighbors, Cancer. That could be literally outside of your door, like watching every little thing that you do. Jumping to conclusions, trying to cause some kind of legal problems. It could be two energies trying to cause some kind of emotional wounding. Watching everything, that you do. Emotionally immature, trying to cause financial issues, for you. Looking for any reason to jump to conclusions about things, right? But I don't want somebody to be paranoid. I'm only telling you what I'm seeing here in the cards. Be very careful about allowing people to have access to, because you're dealing with vain and vengeful spirits. There's an Aries involved in something who jump into some conclusions. Somebody who's emotionally immature from your past who wants access to your life. Who wants back into your life, possibly an ex. And because people don't have access to your life anymore, obviously there was somebody who did have access to your life at one point. Somebody had access to your life at one point, and they no longer have access to your life. Somebody feels like either they feel like they're not good enough anymore, or you feel like you weren't good enough at some point. But some kind of message, because this is Virgo. Virgo connects us to Mercury. Mercury is a communication and messenger planet, but it also something about you not wanting to be connected to people's drama. Like something about you just not wanting to be connected to people's drama, confusion, chaos. It's like three energies. You just like, you don't want to be connected to their drama, chaos, confusion. So you closed your vault door. You just said you don't. In other words, you closed off access to your life to certain people, right? Whether it's your family you close off access to, or if you're with somebody, like if it's a spouse or a lover or partner or something, you close off access to some people. And some people feel some kind of way about it, right? And so just keep in mind, as we get closer and closer to the full moon, everybody's emotions are growing stronger and stronger and stronger, right? We have a full moon, we have a super full moon in Pisces. I want you all to hear this. Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which is the planet of idealism. It's the planet of dreams and fantasies, the planet of imagination. So people are imagining a whole lot of things that's going on in your vault door, behind closed doors, in your house. It's the planet of escapism, the planet of a longing for bliss, a planet of chaos and disintegration, a planet of sacrifice, spiritualism, romance, I don't know if I said a desire to transcend. So people are just imagining a whole lot of stuff. It's just like a whole lot of stuff swirling around in people's mind. Once people lose access to your life, in other words, it's driving people crazy that they don't have access to what's going on in your life. It's like you just said, nope, I'm closing. It's like I'm closing access. It's like you just automatically just said, you know what? I'm closing off access to my life. I'm moving on from some things. I don't like a bunch of emotional immaturity, and you just close the door, right? So I'm not sure who I'm talking to. It caused an upheaval. This right here, the Tower card. So here's the thing. You're divinely protected, Cancer. So I don't know who you closed off access to your life, but it caused an upheaval, right? So, and it sent a very strong message to people that people cannot be running in and out of your life taking valuable information to other people, okay? Because that emotional immaturity was causing you some kind of anxiety. It was causing you health issues, causing you anxiety, or it was causing someone you love some kind of health issues, anxiety, causing some kind of pain in some way, shape, form, or fashion, if that makes sense to you all, right? It was causing you and somebody some kind of injustice to some kind of, but you were somebody, so y'all understand how energy works, right? So it's causing you and somebody some kind of injustice, right? Some kind of pain, something. Some kind of stress, something. Just the emotional immaturity was causing some kind of injustice, right? Sickness, illness, something was going on, right? So somebody says, no, we need to limit or cut off access to something, right? Good for you. Good for you. So it caused some kind of an upheaval, right? Let's see what else we got going on. Yeah. Yep, so it's making some people sick to their stomach that they don't have the same level of access that they have. And guess what? You're breaking some kind of a generational cycle chain and curse, and it's causing some people making people sick. It's making some people sick, you know, that they don't have the same level. And this card came out, yeah. And sources, it's a win for you. Sources actually rewarding you, because you're taking the high road. Here we have La Luna here. This is Pisces card right here. It's causing some people to be sick because they are stuck. it's like they're stuck in this belief system that they should have like this sense of entitlement to your life, to what's going on in your house. Like they should have access to what's going on in your life. It's just this, like I said, emotional immaturity, this entitlement, even if it causes you some kind of sickness, or it causes what's going on in your house. It's a spirit. So no, yeah, y'all did. Whoever, you did the right thing. You absolutely did the right thing. You absolutely did the right thing. Somebody enforced a boundary. Good for you. You enforced a boundary. Finally. Yeah. And sources saying you took the high road. You didn't get into no argument. You didn't make no accusations. No nothing. Yeah. You decided to love yourselves. So you and somebody else decided, hey, you made a decision. Lover's card is not just about lovers. Lover's card is about partnerships in business and or in love. But more importantly, it's about decisions. And somebody made a decision. No more dysfunctional relationships. No more being indecisive. This Libra is about no more doing an injustice to yourselves. About being no more being indecisive. So somebody decided no more dysfunctional relationships, and that was something was just dysfunctional, being connected to emotional immature relationships where you gave people access to jump to conclusions about your life. So in other words, a younger energy that you gave access to your life was taking information back and forth. I don't know who this was for, Cancer. Somebody was taking information back and forth, and I don't even know that it was intentional. I feel like somebody was asking questions, and they were just like, maybe somebody kept asking a bunch of questions, Cancers, and they just maybe got tired of answering questions. People probably were being manipulated, asking questions. They was, they got this at their house, whatever. And people were kind of roasting you about stuff, comparing what's going on at your house, and that kind of stuff, until you just close the door and say, no, people can't tell what they don't know, and it caused some kind of emotional wounding. In other words, whoever the younger person who was being asked questions realized that they were only being used. That's it. And that's what caused somebody to feel sick, because they finally realized they were just being used. There's no more use for them because they can't get information about you. Right? That's what's causing the upheaval. So, yeah. So, but you got some good news coming across your path. Now you're learning how to protect your pearls of wisdom. Here we also have coexist. Yep. So, yeah, so Source is actually rewarding you because you figured something out. Yeah, you were dealing with a very vain and vengeful spirit. You were dealing with so you figured it out, what you were dealing with, but so did somebody else. Somebody also figured out that they were dealing with a very vain and vengeful spirit too, that they were being used. Yeah. Somebody was dealing with a very vain and vengeful spirit, realized they were being used too. But see, here's the thing. As long as you were telling somebody, whoever you were telling, hey, they're just using you, for information, they didn't believe you until you closed the vault door. So until you closed the vault door, and now they believe it. So, now they believe it. Whoever it was that was being used, depending on how old they are, if they're just a little kid, they're not going to get it, But if they were, of a certain age, they'll get it. They'll get it. Like, oh wow, I guess I'm no use now. But yeah. But somebody's ex, whether it's your ex or your person's ex, if you're in a relationship with somebody, if you're single, it's your ex. It's either your ex or somebody else's. If you're with a person, it's their ex. Somebody was married to somebody. It's either your ex or somebody else's ex. a divorce. Somebody could have been divorced from somebody you left in the past. They don't have access to your life anymore, and they want to know what's going on in your life. So they either have somebody, you have somebody has a very obsessed ex. They either have somebody that lives close. Okay, let me see how I can word this. They probably have some people who live close to you. If they don't have, because you're dealing with somebody who's obsessed, just so we're crystal clear, like stalker obsessed. They either have somebody that lives close to you, like across the hall, next door, whatever, upstairs, downstairs, listening, paying attention to everything you're doing, just obsessed. But it's not for the purpose of you getting paranoid, whatever, right? Listening to, paying attention to everything you're doing. Trying to see if you're dating somebody, because we get the Lover's card here. Trying to see if you're dating somebody, in business with somebody, you know, whatever. Emotionally immature. Definitely got a dark high priestess, you know, paying attention to every little thing that you're doing. Just sick. That's what somebody's dealing with. This dark high priestess energy. It's an organization. Here we have a Judgment card, right? You're trying to break, this is connected to Pluto. You're trying to break generational cycles, chains, and curses, cancers. And so, when these two cards right here, when the moon moves through Scorpio, this is where, this past weekend, when I mentioned, if you all remember, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. So every time the moon moves to a zodiac sign, I'll kind of sort of remind you of when the moon moves to the zodiac sign, these are some of the things you can do. But over the past weekend, when the moon moved through Scorpio, that's what we talked about, purging, right? Purging everything as far back as you can remember in your life, what you were ashamed, embarrassed of, including like if you grew up poor, if you were teased, bullied, whatever, who you married, who you may have been friends with, whatever, school pictures, whatever, anything you were ashamed and embarrassed of. Purging, 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 right? Religious practices, whatever. If you were a part of a cult, whatever, you could have been ashamed or embarrassed of. But anyway, so this is where you say, you know, in your vulnerability, somebody's trying to break generational cycles, chains, and curses. And that's what Source is trying to tell you, is like, whatever from your past, somebody dealt with someone who was very emotionally immature, and you are heavily on their mind right now. And Source is trying to tell somebody, now it's time for you to now learn. You got some good news coming across your path. You're divinely protected. Somebody dealt with a dark high priest and possibly a dark high priestess energy. You know, or you would deal. Somebody could have dealt with a dark high priest if you were a man, dark high priestess if you were a woman, or vice versa, whatever. Could have been in their family, whatever. Dealt with those types of energies who like to try to use spell work, try to do all those kind of whatever. It doesn't really matter. But it's not working. It's not working. It's not working. So here's the Moon card that you may have left behind. This connects us to Pisces. Yeah. Those two cards right there. Wolves in sheep's clothing. That's what people are dealing with. Wolves in sheep's clothing. They kind of stuck in a particular belief system. They just stuck. That's what I'm saying. They're stuck. Right? Stuck in a nightmare right here. Just a revolving, like I said, just keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again. And so using somebody to try to get some information, once they finish getting information for people, they just toss them to the side. Whoever the young person is, they keep asking the same thing over and over and over again. Dark spell work. Once they can't get the information, they just toss people to the side. Dark spell work. Like I said, you're dealing with dark energy. Dark energy. Yep. Hierophant. Bullying type of energy. Like, child just gets tired after a while. Drain. Here we have the Two of Wands here. You have tons of opportunities coming across your path. These two energies, they like to play the bait and switch, bait and switch, bait and switch. After a while, like I said before, sources, I feel like somebody had tons of opportunities that's coming across your path. It's some energies, like I said, you left behind. Source is actually rewarding you for moving on from some energies. Yeah, like I said, you're just dealing with some obsessed energies. These energies are literally obsessed. They're literally obsessed. Somebody got a bunch of stuff started. Baseless stuff they created. And they're using a younger person. I know that because of the page energy here. Yeah. Literally creating a mental health issue here. And I'm looking at the water here. They're creating a mental health issue and don't even care. With the bullying, the coercing, the strong arming, all of this stuff. Horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Here we have the Five of Cups. Yeah. So the good news is that somebody is going to be moving on in childlike faith eventually, because here we have the King of Cups. You're dealing with a, like I said, master manipulator. Just like I said, just a shark, an emotional shark. Yeah, you're dealing with an emotional shark. You're divinely protected. Here we have the Page of Cups. Yeah, somebody's going to be moving on. I mean, like I said, you're going to continue to encourage people to pour into themselves. You'd be surprised at the power of water. The energy of water is very, very powerful. So continue listening to your water sounds. Continue drinking water. Maybe, matter of fact, you may be dehydrated yourselves because your energy is being pulled on. Your emotions are being pulled on. You know, because people are emotionally dehydrated. So don't forget to pull your birth chart and find out what your Chiron is. Chiron. Here we have the Eight of Swords here. Because some energies are trying to restrict you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, hoping that you haven't done the mirror work, so continue doing your mirror work, continue speaking into, because they're trying to use some kind of dark magic in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It's not working. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles here. So some kind of a new partnership is being formed here because people are just tired. It's just exhausting. You know, dealing with just vain and vengeful spirits that's been trying to empty people of you. Like I said, wolves in sheep's clothing. Here we have the Moon card. 3 moons here. Just very, very, very toxic. Very, very poisonous, venomous energies. Here we have the Six of Pentacles. What they're trying to do, Cancer, is just trying to trigger you. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to trigger you, hoping that you're going to do or say something. But there's nothing you need to say. You're dealing with energies who are, like I said, you're going to have to, when I say the Tower card, let the Tower fall on them. Some new seeds are being planted. New seeds are being planted. You'd be surprised, like I said, you'd be surprised the power of water. The first time we experience water is in a womb. And so people are starting to understand something about this doesn't feel nurturing. It's just very toxic. And that's why you've already won. You've already won. There's nothing you need to do. You can't beat fresh water. You can't beat a person who is just a natural born nurturer. That's why you don't need to do anything. You're a natural born nurturer. Because you're dealing with mirroring spirits. You're dealing with energies who have been trying to duplicate you. Yeah, you've been dealing with energies that's been trying to duplicate you. They've been trying to mirror you. They've been trying to duplicate you, but it's not working. No matter how hard they try, they can't. And so once you figured out who was being used, like I said, it could be a little kid, it could be a teenager, it could be whoever's trying to get information from people about what's going on in your life. That would be your vault door. What's going on in your life? Whether it's by phone, whether it's people visiting your house. And once you shut all of that down, once you realize who's trying to find out what's going on in your life, you know, and if you have a business, you know, people trying to ask questions and stuff like that. Well, like I said, you having surface conversations with people trying to find out this, people trying to find out that. Surface conversations, people don't care about that kind of stuff. Yeah, you're divinely protected. And anybody who is in a relationship with an ex and somebody is this obsessed with you, something has to be wrong with them. I mean, really, something has to be wrong with the person who is in a relationship with an ex, and they're either obsessed with you, or something has to be wrong with the person who is obsessed with you, who's dating your ex or somebody's ex. I mean, something has to be wrong with them. Very wrong. Y'all know what I'm saying. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, but it's definitely something having to do with material possession or money, or something is involved, because somebody is shook. Somebody's scared that something, some information or something is going to get out, because that's the only reason why this many people would believe something, because I don't see, looking at your cards here, you're dealing with all this darkness going on. You're dealing with an organization. You're dealing with them putting all this mental strain. That's why you got so much water here. You're dealing with some mental strain. People want to know information. Yeah. Dark magic. This right here. Yeah. He's in dark magic. Ruthlessness. Yeah. Yeah, people going crazy. Yeah, money. King of Pentacles here. Knight of Cups. Yeah. Eight of Cups. It is the whole situation is just very toxic. Very, very, very toxic. So, your head and heart are not at war with each other. Like I said before, you have learned how to, just the power of water. You've learned how to move on. You've learned how to save yourself. You've learned how to, just the power of water. You have learned how to toss things into a burning bowl. You teach other people how to save themselves, because none of us are anybody's savior. So we have this Page of Cups here. Like I said, you got good news coming in. Learn how to protect your pearls of wisdom. Somebody is definitely lamenting over the fact that you closed your vault door, because they realize they've been being used the whole time. Because they got right there at the vault door, like feeling like they were about to get some valuable information, and you just said, nope, you're closing the vault door. And this master manipulator, they realize this master manipulator is ruthless again. And so the good news is that this person is realizing they have to save themselves. And so they're going to finally move on from the disappointment. They're going to just save themselves and realize this is just a poisonous environment. They're going to finally wake up from the nightmare, start doing the mirror work. Yeah. Learn how to save themselves, which is finally good. They have enough information to save themselves to move on. People eventually get tired of being judged, lied to. Finally just move on from that kind of stuff. Yeah, people get tired of being played the fool. And eventually leave the circus. And eventually close out the cycle. Just like you did, Cancer. Yep, Four of Wands, and realize it's something is not their responsibility. Yep, so, yeah, people realize operating in fear attracts the opposite of that. It attracts bullies. It attracts people who like to strong arm people when you operate in that spirit of fear. So I feel like somebody will eventually take a leap of faith and get as far and just move on from those types of energies. People learn how to save themselves and sign a new contract with Source that doesn't leave them uncovered and unprotected. Yeah, so Three of Pentacles, that's like that's new, like a new team, right? Getting away from the, stop looking for, I want to be a part of something so bad, you know, being a pick-me. And a pick-me spirit was basically letting other people set their price, you know. Yep, and eventually leave those mask-wearing energies behind. Yep, here's a star card. And find out, you know, how to, that there's many stars in the sky. There's hope, bliss, and optimism for everybody. So that's what star card is. It's like there's many stars in the sky. Star does not mean celebrity, just so we're crystal clear. Star does not mean celebrity. Star is, again, hope, bliss, and optimism for everybody. But Source is actually rewarding you for moving on, closing the vault door, you know, not being so emotionally attached to energies that you're not giving people an opportunity to see that they are around people who are just using them. You know, that's what I'm seeing for you all, Cancers. So sometimes you have to let people see that they're just being used. You know, that you were a safe space. You have to let people see that they were just being used. But in the meantime, like I said, let's feel like somebody may be taking a trip, cruise line. See this cruise line right here? You have tons of opportunities coming your way. Somebody may be meeting love interest. But yeah, Source is actually fast tracking your prayers for you. If you're praying for other people to kind of sort of come out of wilderness situations, your prayers are being answered quickly. For people to wake up out of their, you know, wake up out of a, you know, toxic situation, your prayers are being answered quickly. So listen to your intuition. First red flag, pray and meditate. You know, drink more water as a form of self-care. So he apologizes for betraying you, whoever he is. And don't automatically assume, well, betrayal is betrayal, but, you know, don't assume that it was always an intentional betrayal. Sometimes people really, really are bullied. Sometimes people are lied to. Sometimes people don't even realize they're being betrayed. Because if you're dealing with an energy that doesn't know their worth, it could have been anything. So don't go all the way straight to the negative. You know, this, like I said, you have the gift of clairvoyance, that's seeing things clearly now. Take your time to decide. Sacral chakra cleanse. New love awaits for somebody. Your next love interest will make you happier. For those who want new love, if you're already with your person, obviously, please do not leave your person, okay? We're not trying to break up any happy homes here. So if somebody apologizes for betraying you, just take what resonates, okay? You know, take what resonates. Don't, you know, some people take readings so literally. They go, oh my God, did my person cheat? No, don't take. We could be talking about somebody's brother. We could be talking about somebody's sister. We could be talking about somebody's, you know, cousin. It could be talking about your best friend, whoever. But take only what resonates with you, okay? We could be talking about your neighbor down the street. Take what resonates with you. Only what resonates with you. But somebody, it could be talking about somebody's son. But somebody's a changeling, right? You could be dealing with somebody who was being bullied. It's a whole lot of, just like put it where it belongs, right? So, but something is not as deep as you think it is. Something is not as deep as you think it is. It could have been somebody looking for, you know, approval from, it could have been a father and a son. It could have been somebody looking for the approval from their dad and just didn't know they were being manipulated. It could have been somebody looking for the approval from their uncle, grandfather, whatever. But you're protected by angels. That's what this card is. You're breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses. You know, so it's time to do a throat chakra cleanse. You want to make your, like, ear, nose, and throat. You want to make sure your ears are trained. That's what we're talking about, listening to water sounds. So you're tuned in. So when you feel like your water is getting low and you're getting spiritually dehydrated, you want to know what's pulling on your water. If you've been drinking a lot of water all day and you've dehydrated, somebody could be pulling on your energy. Somebody that you love and you're emotionally attached to could be pulling on your energy. So you want to know what that means. So again, take only what resonates with you. Somebody has a demon of lust. So you are an answered prayer. So dance around your home as if no one is watching. In other words, you just want to thank Source for answered prayers. If you're praying for people, you just want to treat it as if your prayers have already been answered. That's what this card right here is. Source is already saying, treat it as if it's already answered. Prayers already answered. The Moon card came out 4 times. Source is trying to tell you that it's a couple of people that's leaving some things behind. Just treat it as it's already prayed. Prayers already answered. Dance like David danced. You know what I'm saying? Like, pray. Just thank Source. It's already happened. Heal people, move differently. Anybody, like I said, everybody is this moon in Pisces. A lot of people this year, a lot of people are breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses. You don't know what cycles, chains, and curses people are breaking. Just be grateful that people are answering. They taking their assignments and they're saying, okay, scared, knees buckling, teeth chattering. Hey, I'm scared. I don't know what cycle I'm breaking, but okay, I'll take it. Whatever. Be grateful people breaking cycles. So yeah. So like I said, somebody is dealing with some vain and vengeful spirits. Somebody jumped to some conclusions about stuff. Somebody lying about stuff. Some people holding some grudges, whatever, from the past. Somebody don't want you to move past something. They got people standing outside watching stuff, whatever. They teaming up, all this mess, craziness going on. Here we have love. I only attract stable, genuine, and loving relationships, right? And this is what you're speaking into existence. I deserve all the love that life has to offer. I treat those around me with love and compassion. Yeah. So it's some people from your past. They're obsessed. They don't want you to move into loving relationships. That's why, like I said, when the moon moves into these zodiac signs, I'm telling people, who knows where you were in the past, like in terms of your state. You know, you could have been a person sitting in front of the vault door, sick to your stomach. You could have been like, you know, part of an organization. Who knows? That could have been your family. You could have felt like, okay, my family's not, you know, whatever, integrity. But I choose my words wisely. My words are creating my reality. My speech matches my actions. I keep promises to myself. I am consistent. I am punctual. I accept the moment. I resonate with the highest truth. Yeah. Yeah, but Source is saying the Chariot card lets me know that Source is the one that's rewarding you for some stuff. But there's been some people who has been trying to catch you in some stuff. They're using somebody. They don't care about their mental health. They don't care about how they're hurting somebody. They're just trying to get somebody that's closest to you. However, they're getting some information, Cancers. You know, and the fact that you figure something out just by the emotional pull, and you close your vault door. But what I seek is seeking me. There it is. That's the Oracle card. What I seek is seeking me. Yeah. And it's really more of like a protection of them You know, because you got some people who are too cowardice to come directly to you and just be honest, right? They'd rather use somebody else and just, you know, whoever is the root of it, they could just have a conversation with you, but they're not going to do that. They'd rather use people, coerce, bully, lie, do all that kind of stuff. A mess. Got a bunch of stuff started over nothing. Awakening. Oh Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. See, this is another oracle card. Awakening. Yep. All these people jumping on. There's a lot of energies. It's a lot of major arcana here. A lot of energies. That people just believe anything. But like I said, that Tower card lets me know that you're divinely protected. That's why I keep telling people when a Tower card comes out, and people say, oh my God, I'm having a Tower moment. It's really like a kind of a tap on the shoulder of source saying, just stay in your purpose. You're divinely protected. Just stay in your purpose. Just stay focused on your purpose. Stay focused on your purpose. In a very vulnerable state. That lets you know upheaval is happening all around you. You got some dark energies. Just stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. And it's just a total recall, like that movie Total Recall. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused on your purpose. Got a lot going on. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. Something that having a Capricorn, having something to do with something. End of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah. Yeah, once you close the vault door, once you figure out that other people are just like being used and it's hurting other people, I feel like whoever started something, Cancer, and I don't know who this is for, but whoever started a whole bunch of mess, I feel like you made the best decision to move on from something, because if they are this immature to start all of this, when I'm seeing all these major arcana here in these cards you're seeing, you made the best decision to move on from them, because for them to do all of this, what I'm seeing here in the cards, you were on a higher frequency anyway. Y'all weren't on the same frequency anyway. You're dealing with a major God complex. So yeah, health. I am so grateful for renewed spirit and soundness of mind. I claim perfect strength as mine. I accomplish all tasks with ease. I give thanks for perfect health, which is mine by divine right. Yeah. Yeah, you're dealing with different kind of spirits. These are energies that have an image of, this is what you're dealing with. You're dealing with energies that have this outer image of wanting to appear a certain way, but behind closed door, they deal with a lot of dark magic. That's what you did. This is what you're dealing with. They have an image of appearing one way in public, but behind closed doors, they into a lot of darkness. That's why you got this dark energy here. Like y'all watching tarot right here, they would claim, oh, you watch tarot, oh my God, that's horrible. You watch tarot, that's dark. That's, oh, you should never watch tarot. That's evil. That's demonic. But they practice dark magic. That kind of stuff. So, and then use younger people to do kind of stuff. There's so many different ways people practice dark magic. It's not even funny. And so that's what's just making somebody sick. It's causing somebody to feel sick, just doing all kinds of stuff, just dark stuff. So keep praying for people. Keep sending out good energy into the universe. And, you know, your prayers are being answered. Number 11, I am intuitive. You have keen awareness of what is happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift and will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and supporter. Number 11, yeah. When you're dealing with predatory energies, their whole goal is to just sneak attack. These are the types of energies, like I said before, they like to sneak up on people. They like to, you know, sit, plot, plan, this kind of stuff. They don't ever come up, you know, like the whole, it's just almost the element of surprise all the time. Like, this is not, like I said, just like some of y'all may have worked with these people, dated, could have been married to whoever these energies are. Like I said, just dark, very low vibrating energies. Like, who does you did the, whoever this is, Cancer, you did the right thing by just moving on from these energies. That is what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all in the next reading. For those of you all who are single, somebody could be getting married, because I'm seeing Lover's card. Some kind of marriage in business and or in love. But definitely some kind of somebody's getting some kind of an increase, some kind of raise or something here. But yeah, you're going to have to make room for it. You're going to have to make room for it. Definitely do the mirror work. But you have a lot of good news coming across your path, but you're going to have to make room for it. No more of these, like, overstaying, like over-nurturing anymore. You can't do that anymore, because somebody is missing it with all this over-nurturing. That's what I have for you. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.